Hey guys, it's ANicWin, also known as Amy, and happy Monday. I hope you're having a lovely day. This is the first of two Christmas builds. You'll have one next week as well, so they're releasing around the 2 Mondays around Christmas, since Christmas is on, is it Saturday? Or is it a Sunday? It might be Sunday. I have to look at a calendar. I don't actually celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day. I've always celebrated it on the 23rd. So I think that's Friday. So I think Christmas is Sunday. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is what I'm calling the desert Christmas build. And the inspiration for this was like a Florida Christmas. Or I guess you could say any Christmas that is more so summer than winter. And I did that for two reasons. One, I just really wanted to. I haven't really paid that much attention to more of a tropical area in this game when it's wintertime. I don't always play in these worlds, and when I do, I just sort of skim over the holidays when I'm in gameplay, typically. It just depends on how I'm feeling, honestly. If I have like a full family, I'll go for it, but if it's a single sim, I'm like, yeah, whatever. So that's just me, but I wanted to do it because I hadn't really, given it its moment. You got to give things a chance. And for two, I just kind of wanted some representation in there, some variety. I feel like every single time this year, and this isn't me like trying to start any controversy, but when you look on YouTube, you always see like a handful of the same Christmassy themed builds. You're going to see a Christmas cottage, you're going to see a massive suburban Christmas family home, and you're going to see either both or all of those in like a winter landscape. So they're going to be in Windenburg, they're going to be in Hanford-on-Bagley, they'll be in Willow Creek. So you'll see them it's always the same, and or a winter farmhouse, that's always a big one. And there's nothing wrong with those, but I feel like not everyone plays in that style of build, so it's kind of limiting. I think we limit ourselves is what I'm saying. So yeah, I wanted to try something a little different. This still may not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's totally fine, but it was really fun to build and kind of a bit of a challenge. So the house itself is really simple. It's more coastal, so you can, if you don't want to play this in a desert world, you want to place it somewhere else, and you're willing to do just a little bit of landscaping, it will fit in really well. I think with Windenburg, I think it would fit in really well with Brindleton Bay. Newcrest, honestly, would be a good place. You could probably even do Willow Creek, depending on how you've got that, formulated. So if you're willing to do a smidgen of work, you can absolutely place it somewhere else. It is pretty versatile as far as shape and design goes. It's just the landscaping that ties it to Oasis Springs. So, I mean, it happens. Now, I will say you're going to notice a little bit of a cut later once the landscaping is finished, because I do pull a sim onto the lot just so we can have the weather effect. There's not going to be snow, but I really just wanted to have like the lights, the decorations and stuff like that on the house. And you can only have those if you're in build mode after going into live mode with a sim on the lot, which I understand, but it's also very unfortunate. Also, I don't know if you realize this, but when you place lights on the house, like the Christmas decorations, they cut into the home, and I didn't know that, and I thought for the longest time that it was a plant, and I was trying to figure out the source of the plant, and then I realized this is a light. It's not me, it's them, literally, and I got over it, but it was throwing me off. I'm like, how do I have branches in every single room? Like, what is going on? Because I only place one tree. It's not that one. That one's too short. I go with that one, so it was throwing me off. Like, I felt like I was going a little bit insane. That was a really deep breath. Sorry. I realized I was talking without breathing. So this house, in and of itself, it's going to be 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathroom with a full laundry room. So if you don't want to play with laundry, you can really strip out, and the laundry room's on the downstairs level. You can strip out that. Oh, and I just realized I didn't give everybody hampers. That's a problem. Anyway, let me finish my sentence. You can strip away the laundry room stuff, make that a second full bath, and then that half bathroom upstairs you can either turn into like a closet, you can make it part of the teens room, you can really do whatever you want. You can leave it as a half bath. You could make the laundry room an office. It'd be kind of a small 2x3 office, but I've done it before. It's definitely doable. So you have some playroom with that. I wanted to include a laundry room just because I usually don't. And it just felt like the move. I don't know. I don't really feel like I need to explain that, but here I am. I also included this little s'mores garden gnome because I feel like I haven't used it enough, and I think it's really cute, and it just needed to be there. I needed the whimsy. There's that lighting difference. I don't really know why it did that. I included the sandy snowman. One thing that you may not know about me, you definitely don't know because I don't think I've ever shared this on the internet, but I love snowmen. It's my favorite part of the Christmas holiday. I think they're really cute. I don't really care if they're the like little kitschy kind or if they're, you know, knit or whatever. They can be whatever style. I'm probably going to like it. And I have a bunch of little figurines, little 2-inch figurines. My mom has got me a few. I've collected a few over the years. I love them. I can't help it. So I included that little snowman, even though they don't really fit in with the decor of the rest of the house. I didn't care. I did not care, and I gave him a purple and white striped scarf because purple has been my favorite color for a long time. I've kind of had a little bit of a identity crisis with that because I've not really been drawn to purple lately, but it's still, I mean, it's been my favorite color for so long it feels wrong to just abandon it, you know what I mean? Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Then we move into the entryway here. I do place a dresser instead of a console table. I don't typically do that. I've done that the last couple of times and I really like it. I like being able to I like being able to change my sim right before we head out the door just because I give my sims multiple outfits, and sometimes, you know, they make the choice when they get out of the shower to put on their rain gear and they don't need it. I'm also that person that gives my sim rain gear because I think it's cute. So I like having the dresser there. It's kind of handy. It adds a touch of realism. Then we head into the living room. Now, I love that couch. I didn't realize when we got it that it had that plaid swatch. If I did realize it, I forgot about it, and it's just a source of joy. So I wanted to use that. I felt like it was really cute. I felt like it's like suit the house really well. And even though my overall color scheme on the interior is like that builder's beige mixed with some like light blue tones, I feel like that pop of that salmon, I think that's salmon, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that salmon pink orange color, it just fit really well. And then I used the holiday tree simply because it was not as bulky as the other two trees we got, and I wanted the tree to be usable, but I also wanted it to be like, I wanted it to fit in the space it was designated for. I feel like a 4x4 or a 2x2 space is fine for a tree, and that's 2x2, but it exceeds the 2x2. Like, it was gonna block both of my doorways, and I mean, come on. They got to be able to move through the house. So I used that one. The only thing I don't like about that, and that's the tree that we got with the free holiday update, is that the star on top is just like not anything special. It's just, it's not very pretty. I mean, it's not ugly, but the star, just the star, not the tree. The star could have been a little some extra. It's not my favorite thing in the world. And then you saw me kind of clutter up that console table. I feel like somebody was making their Christmas list, or maybe cross-checking. I think both of those are right. Pick one. They're just kind of double checking what they've bought, what they still need to buy. They're comparing shopping lists, and I kind of liked that touch of realism. Overall, it's just a really simple living space. So like I mentioned, it's a 2-bedroom. I think this is just a 3-sim household. I don't think there's more than that. You can maybe even play it as a 2-sim household. There's a daughter whom I'm imagining is like a preteen, not fully a teenager, but like getting there. So there's no toys or anything like that in her room. You could even modify that if you would rather it be a male child. I think it's a pretty gender neutral room. So you could really play that to however you wanted to, and you can make simple changes to fit whatever sim you want to fit. And then I think it's just a couple. I don't have any idea in my brain what this particular family might look like. I just kind of had the overall concept. It was a 3-sim household. They live here. They're moderately successful. that was really all I had. I didn't have any sort of overwhelming storyline. And sometimes that happens. I typically like to make one just so I kind of know who to decorate for, if that makes sense. But not always. Sometimes it's nice to keep things simple and to just strip it back and not really worry. I don't know. I don't know how to articulate that one. I'm a little bit tired. I stayed out until, I think I got home at almost 1 o'clock, which is just ridiculous. I was at my boyfriend's. I stayed over there until like 12:30. I looked down and was like, oh my God, I gotta go. And he's only, I don't know, 20-30 minute drive from me. It's not really that far, but it's like that far just because of traffic lights and stuff like that. So that was fun. And it was fun. I had a good time, but I'm so tired. I am so tired. And I got up this morning at 7 a.m. for work. We're struggling. We're on the struggle bus, and it's fine. Also, you may have noticed I didn't show me landscaping the backyard. It's because I forgot to record it, so I do apologize for that. I hit pause because I got up at some point in the middle of doing the landscaping. I hit pause on OBS, and I never hit resume, so I just don't have it. It's a rookie mistake, but it happened. It done happened. I can't take it back. But now we're in the kitchen, obviously. We've been here for a minute as I blabbered on. And I do push that table up against the wall. Initially, I thought I could do a kitchen kind of like an L-shaped around the front half and then a full table in the back. I realized that wasn't going to work just because of where the doors were placed, so I L-shape it along the wall, and then I place the table more so up against the wall. I feel like if I chose a smaller table, I could have had it in the middle. I don't mind it pushed up against the wall. I think it looks fine. You don't experience any sort of routing issues or anything like that, so it works perfectly, and I don't mind the aesthetic. I know, again, that's not everyone's cup of tea. People don't really like furniture pushed up against the wall all the time, and that's totally fair and valid. And like I said, if you want to swap that for a smaller table, you can absolutely pull that kind of towards the middle and away from the wall, and that is a problem solved. I was already attached to the table and the chairs though, so I made my choice. Was it a good one? I don't know. It's questionable as per usual. But I really like how simple this house is turning out to be. I like the decor. I just like it. I don't know. I really enjoy this one. This is one that I could see myself playing in. And I mean, I know that's kind of biased because I built it, but I really don't play in my own builds except for my community builds, which I haven't done one of those in a while. I might have to toss one in. But yeah, I play with my community builds. I usually don't play with the houses that I make unless it calls to me. That rarely happens, which is wild to me and bizarre, and I can't make it make sense. So here we are. I don't know. This is the laundry room I was talking about. It's pretty simple. I do include the Bust the Dust vacuum cleaner. If you don't have Bust the Dust, but you have, I think, pets. No, that's wrong. Yeah, no, cats and dogs. They do have a vacuum cleaner. You can swap that out, substitute that. And of course, that's the room that you can change into a bathroom, or you can change into a small office if you would like. You could also take down that wall and just make this whole area a little office. And then that would give you some more floor space if you would like to. There's a lot of hallways in this build, which was not the best use of space, but it works. It made it more realistic, if that's fair. Now we're working on the full bathroom. I felt like I've been using shower tub combo so frequently lately, so I scaled it back. I used just a freestanding shower, and then we sort of clutter up the bathroom. Because there's not that many Sims, I felt like I could get away with a half bath and a full bath situation, because you don't always have to have your Sim fighting over the shower, but maybe you need access to the bathroom, like the toilet or the sink. And so I kind of justified that in my head, and I think it works. I did play test a full day and I had no issues, but I mean, issues could come up. I don't know. But I'm cluttering up the sink. I threw some glasses up there because my glasses always go up on my sink or my shelf or whatever above the toilet. I always listen to music in the shower. I don't know if I'm the only one. I don't like a silent shower. I get really bored so fast. It's lonely and it's boring and I don't like it. So I will play music. I play Spotify. I have an embarrassing amount of streamed hours on Spotify, and I will not divulge the number. But it's up there. I'm up in the top percentage of people that use Spotify. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. I'm a little bit ashamed, but I really don't care. I like it. I have music playing pretty much virtually at all times. It's just who I am as a person. Can't change it. So we're upstairs. That is the little landing area. I decided to just throw a couch up there. It's like a little chill space. I'm surprised I didn't use a single bookcase in this entire build, but I really did not. I have a small one on the kitchen counter that I think is accessible, and the TV downstairs doubles as a bookcase. So I mean, you have access to one, but I'm surprised I didn't use a single like a standalone one. That's what I meant to say. Then we head into the teens room. I was envisioning a girl. Like I said, I think this is fairly gender neutral, so you could really have any gender that you want in here. It's just a simple single bedroom with kind of a blue and white theme situation going on. I really like it. I think it's cute. I was initially going to use a lot more of the tiny living in here just because it's a small bedroom, and I feel like that's a good pack for teens if you're not wanting to overdo it on the high school years, which I was trying not to do because I've been using high school years so frequently lately. And you can kind of see that. I do pull out the desk. I leave the desk. I use a high school years chair and some of the decor, and then I was going to use a tiny living dresser, like not the tall skinny one, not the 3-drawer one, but the other one that's a little bit more square. And I just didn't like all of the orange. There's a car driving by. Can hear it. I didn't like all of the orange wood tones in the room. It just felt small. It made the room look small. I don't know if that's just a me thing or if that's like some sort of color science theory. I didn't like it. I wasn't vibing with it. So I get rid of that and I do swap that out with, I believe, a Parenthood. Yes, a Parenthood dresser. And I kind of go with that one with the purple and pink swatch. I am totally okay with the fact that there are 4 different wood tones and it doesn't match. I'm fine with it. I think it's realistic. It reminds me a lot of the furniture I had in my teen years where everything you could tell was like a hand-me-down in good condition, but nothing was bought at the same time in the same place at any point. And then I was imagining that maybe this sim was a teenager or on the dance squad, so I threw up her, what are those, pom-poms? And I'm just adding some clutter to the top of her dresser. And then I do pull out that hat. I'm imagining that hat belongs to her boyfriend or partner. And I did that just out of inspiration because I think we all, especially if you're my generation, we all have that one picture, like a selfie that we've taken with us wearing our boyfriend's hat. It's just the rite of passage. I don't know. I feel like all of us have it. Especially you get bonus points if you have it in MySpace format. I don't. Mine was Facebook, but we all have one. I swear that it all exists. It might have actually been Snapchat, not Facebook, but yeah, that's just, I think I'm telling my age there a little bit. And then we head into the master bedroom. This one's also a really simple room, and this is where I'm going to leave you. I will say I love the bed against the windows like that. It's a really soft, inviting space, and I really enjoyed it. So as always, feel free to leave a like or a comment down below letting me know what you think. You can also subscribe if that's something that would spark joy for you. You can also leave suggestions if there's something in particular you would like to see me build. I'm always open for suggestions and I'm happy to try. I will be posting the screenshots on Instagram if you want to hop over there and check those out. Of course, there's no pressure to do any of that stuff. I'm just glad you're here. I will be seeing you on Monday with my next video unless I manage to squeeze out an extra Christmas build. In the meantime, have a lovely day, a lovely rest of your week, and happy holidays. Bye, guys.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody to give him a smile.